and things that you're going on with now in regards to my brother. So can you talk a little bit about that? We've talked about it a little bit before, and what you're talking about, the head of the cellar, and how you feel like they are shutting you out.
They shut me out altogether because the guardianship thing, I don't understand why it's so important to them to have a guardianship person. You mean a piece of paper would make the difference in what you do for a person or attempt to do for a person. The things that I do for him is out of love. It is not out of, they said you have to do this so we can recognize you as this. It's like they put you over in this category and you leave them there. The more I ask questions about things about my son, the less answers they giving me look like just the torture. I mean, we're supposed to be about his well-being. It's not about you, and it's not about me. It's about the well-being of a human being.
Right.
But they do not see it in that sense, or they don't seem to care.
If we hadn't said it before, we've talked about my brother, Miss Mary's son, before, but due to the individual in question that is the director of this particular cellar, she is also, of course, a mother, and my brother has been there for a good duration of time.
Yes.
And she appeared to be understanding and sympathetic. In spite of, we both understand, even though Miss Mary's never worked in this particular type of setting with this population, she did work for healthcare for a long time. And of course, with anything, there's confidentiality and so forth and so on. So we both understand that. But due to her being a mother, I got the impression through Miss Mary and what she told me that they came into a verbal agreement. And if she had questions or concerns within a certain limit, that she would, talk to her, answer certain questions, because the love is there, the concern is there, and she understood that, and she identified with it as a fellow human being, as a mother, and so forth and so on. And so at some point recently, the individual in question just totally closed ranks, and she stopped talking to Miss Mary. And that made her feel, how did you feel?
Like she was hiding something. You got to be hiding something if you can't talk to me anymore. Because if anything happened, she would pick up the phone and call me and let me know and what the follow-up was. And then all of a sudden, if I ask a question or something, being that I'm not a legal guardian, but I'm the legal mother, mm-hmm. and I have always communicated with her, she'll tell me, oh, I can't discuss that. That's because of confidentiality and stuff like that. And I'm sitting there scratching my head. I don't know what happened. I asked a simple question there.